If you're headed to ICSC Las Vegas, this video is going to help you save some time, steps, stress, and probably your feet. Whether it's your first time or your 15th time, these top 10 tactical tips will help you get the most out of the conference, the biggest commercial real estate event of the year, and avoid some rookie mistakes that I've seen and I've made over the years. Now let's dive in. All right, tip number 1, your calendar invites. They gotta be in the Pacific time zone. Las Vegas is in the Pacific time zone, and the problem is that you're meeting with people from East Coast time zone, West Coast Central, Mountain maybe even. So you wanna make sure that all the time zones are consistent. Rookie mistake is setting something at 9 in the morning, but using EST, you show up and your calendar shows 12 and you miss your appointment. So double check. What I like to do is actually in the subject line of the invite, I just type in the time. It makes it very clear, and there's no miscommunication there. So if it's 9 a.m., I just put 9 a.m. in the subject line. So Pacific time zone, you gotta do it. All right, tip number 2 is making sure you have enough time in between meetings when you're booking back-to-back meetings. So for example, this year, they're not going to even have a central hall, so you have North Hall and South Hall. And if you're on the far end of South Hall and also on the far end of North Hall, I mean, it could take you 20 or maybe even 30 minutes to get between one or the other. So a big rookie mistake is booking something on the far end of South Hall, then your next appointment is over at North Hall, and then you're getting to your meeting, 10, 15 minutes late, or maybe even missing the meeting altogether. So make sure you're factoring in that time. What I like to do is block it. So one day, actually, for me, one day will be all North Hall and one day will be all South Hall. Give it a go. Tip number 3, have your elevator pitch ready. It should be about 30 seconds on why you're there, what you're looking to do, what you're looking to achieve, and what you're up to. This is really important, especially if you're going with a team, to make sure that you have a consistent message and that you're just ready to communicate efficiently. A lot of times you're gonna have people come up to you and just ask you, hey, what's going on? Or hey, what have you been up to? Be ready to answer with that 30-second elevator pitch. Tip number 4 is choose the right hotel. So I've been coming to this event for about 25 years, and I've been to probably every hotel that's on that ICSC official group hotel rate sign-up list. Which could be actually, I'll do another YouTube on specifically all the different hotels on the list and give you my take on it, but you want to choose the right hotel. The reason why is because, if you're having to travel 30 minutes or so from, or maybe even longer, from the hotel to the conference, that just, adds to your day, and you're going to have a very long day to begin with. So my tip, and I'll go into more detail on that other YouTube, would be, I like to stay at hotels that are on the same side of the strip as the convention center, because just crossing the strip takes quite a bit of time. Preferably, I actually like staying at the hotels that are walking distance, and for many reasons, but the main reason is that you don't have to deal with cab lines. Cab lines can get super long, or the shuttle buses. Sometimes the shuttle buses get pretty full, and you might have to wait for another shuttle bus. So stay close. Tip number 5 is bring your business cards, or if you're doing a digital business card, kind of figure out your workflow beforehand. This is what I mean. I mean that by the end of the conference day, you might have 50, 60, maybe 100 different business cards in your pocket, and you're going to want to follow up with probably 20% of them. Who you follow up with first and what you follow up with about is super important to remember. So me personally, I take a Sharpie and I like to take notes behind the business cards of the people that I meet, especially the ones that I'm following up with. But if you're using a digital card, oftentimes it's just a QR code and that contact gets lost in your phone's contacts. So there has to be some sort of workflow where you're able to take some notes before it goes in, or maybe it can automatically send you an email or something like that. I'll do another YouTube video actually once I figure out which digital card is the best. But you have to build out that workflow, but remember to bring your cards. Paper is still the best in my opinion. Tip number 6 is to take notes. You want to take notes like a pro. you're spending a lot of money, or your company is at least, to come to this conference, and you want to make the most out of it. Whether you're going to sessions on Sundays or you have 20 or 30 different meetings on Monday and Tuesday, you're going to want to take notes. So you have to figure out, are you taking notes on your phone? Are you taking it through a tablet? Or are you just bringing a paper notebook? Sometimes there's note-taking apps that record the conversation and transcribe. So there's a few ways of doing it. I've been taking notes with my phone recently. I think that I have a pretty good workflow using Otter AI and a few other tools. Evernote is my electronic notebook. But unless you take notes, it's really hard to remember everything that you come across over the last 3 days. Tip number 7 is get in Saturday or Sunday morning. The Sunday programming of the event starts at about noon, and you'd be surprised at the number of people that go there. It is thousands of people, and you're going to meet a lot of principals, a lot of people that you can do business with. The sessions are actually pretty good. I mean, they've really upped their game. There's a few sessions that I went to last year, and there's one that I'm looking forward to going this year, and you're going to end up learning a lot, but as important, you're going to be able to meet a lot of people and do some great networking. Tip number 8 is you need to schedule your meetings in advance. So especially if you're new and you've never been to an event this size, it is a really big event. So if you kind of come thinking you're going to wing it and just run into people that you can do business with, you're going to have a really tough time. That is, unless you've been in the business for 20 years and you know a ton of people, you might be able to get away with that. But I would suggest setting at least 8 to 10 meetings each of the days, Monday and Tuesday. Sunday's not really a meeting day; it's more of a sessions and a keynote speaker kind of day. But you can also set meetings on Sunday, but definitely set the meetings beforehand. And then follow tip number 1, which is make sure that those meetings are set in Pacific time. Tip number 9 is wear comfortable shoes. This is especially true if you're tending to wear shoes that look really nice but aren't very comfortable, especially women. In the past, I know some women have worn high heels or shoes with heels on them, and by the end of the day, their feet are pretty worn out. So I would say even post-pandemic, there's been a move to really comfortable shoes, and I've seen a lot of people wear almost athletic shoes, or at least shoes with rubber soles on them and good cushioning, with a suit or with something a little bit more business attire. So don't be afraid that you're going to stick out because you're wearing, some what's the shoe? Johnston. I think it's Johnston and Murphy. I'm not too sure, but there's one shoe that it seems like everyone's wearing. You can go ahead and get away with that. Tip number 10 is stay hydrated. When you're going to Vegas, you are in a desert environment at 0% humidity, and you're doing a lot of walking. You might do 15,000 or 16,000 steps per day. And so you're going to want to stay hydrated. Bring a water bottle. A refillable one would be the most green and the most environmentally friendly. That's what I like to do. And I keep it in my convention bag. So I bring a convention bag, put the water bottle in. There's going to be filling stations all around. When you go to booths, they're going to have filling stations as well. And trust me, they usually order more than what they need, so no one's going to have a problem with you if you ask them to fill up your water bottle. All right, those are my 10 tips for ICSC Las Vegas. I hope you found them useful. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. And make sure that you're signed up for ICSC Las Vegas. It's the biggest commercial real estate shopping center retail conference in the world. There's going to be tens of thousands, I think it might be 30,000 or so people that are attending. And you're going to get something out of it. But you got to attack it strategically and tactically. So sign up. I'll drop a sign up link below, and I'll see you out there. Safe travels.
Bright lights calling from the Vegas streets.